In this video, I'm going to discuss why male menopause is a myth. All right. Look, I am not a scientist, not a medical doctor, none of that. But you can just go online and research this. The proper term is andropause. And that's what I'm going to get into this video, and the difference between andropause and what you can do about it versus menopause. All right. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kane. I'm the Silver Bachelor. This channel is 100% dedicated to dating advice for older guys. And if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and the notification button because I'm dropping a video every day. Listen, guys, male menopause is a fucking myth. It doesn't exist. There's no such thing. This is just a stupid term that has come up over the years, just like a lot of other terms, to kind of put a term to it, right? It doesn't make any damn sense. So I'm going to explain it in layman's terms. The biggest difference between female menopause and menopause, by its definition, is a sudden drop in hormones. And that's what happens to women. Some women, it's more gradual, but in general, over a period of time, let's say it's 5 years, let's say it's 10 years, from where they were to where they are now, 5 years later, 3 years, 10 years, whatever it is a massive drop. So bad, most women have to go on hormones because the drop is so significant. That's called menopause. Men don't go through that. Men do not experience that much of a drop in hormones over a short period of time. No, doesn't happen. That's the difference between men and women. When women go through menopause, just to repeat myself, it is a sudden drop in hormones over a short period of time. Like I said, a few years to 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, maybe a little bit longer. But the difference between like the A point of where they started off to the B point of where they are now after that many years is so bad and so significant, they have to go on medication, okay, to regulate that because of the effects it has on their body. Men don't go through that. It's called andropause, right? So men lose an average of 1% testosterone per year once they hit 35. Okay, I'm generalizing, but basically, at the age of 35, they lose 1% of their testosterone, give or take, per year for the rest of their life. So, obviously, after so many years, they have less testosterone, but it's more of a gradual process, okay? Now, women try to put this term male menopause to it, and it's absolute myth, it's bullshit, it's wrong, it's andropause. Some of the effects of andropause, when a man gradually starts to lose testosterone, which I'm going to go through, and I made some notes, right, is a lot of men feel fatigue, they start to get depressed, they get more grumpy, they have more fat accumulation around their stomach, which most of us men struggle with, but a lot more. It's been like a lot harder for them to get rid of. They experience a low libido. All right. So one of the telltale signs I will say that you guys that are watching have low testosterone is if you don't wake up in the morning with morning wood. That is probably the number one sign that you have low testosterone, when you're not waking up pretty much every morning with morning wood, okay? The other signs, like I said, are a little more subjective in terms of, like, some men have low testosterone, but they don't get depressed, they don't feel fatigued, they don't get lazy, and they have a six-pack. But in general, if you're not waking up with morning wood, that's a sign you have low testosterone. So for me personally, knowing all of this, so when I started publishing videos to this channel, which was October 2023, I wanted to cover a bunch of topics on men's health, dating, because it's all related, right? Like, obviously, as an older guy, so one of the common complaints, so I date a lot of young women because young women are attracted to me. Very few women think that I look my age. They always pin me. They always think I'm like between 35 and early 40s. So so what happens is, if I look 35 to early 40s, then women in their 20s and 30s are naturally going to be attracted to that because I'm not too old for them in their mind, right? So here's the reality is when I get to meet them, they find out my real age and all that stuff. Not that that's ever a problem. And then I asked them about, oh, so have you typically dated older guys? And they would say yes. And then they would give me different age ranges that they've dated within. And I've said, well, what's one of the, to say a complaint that you have of dating an older guy? And then they would say one of the things was that a lot of the older guys over 40 have erectile dysfunction problems. So that's one of the key things is if you're not waking up with a morning wood, then you've got some erectile problems, and it's all tied to your libido. And obviously erectile is a little different than morning wood, but it's kind of all tied in together. And so what I do is I'll post a link in the notes in the description, the video description of a video I did on covering the herbal stack that I take to boost my testosterone. And pretty much every morning I wake up, boom, hello, I'm nice and happy, right? And this is a herbal stack. Now, this is what I want to hear from you guys. Should I also consider taking TRT, testosterone replacement therapy, maybe in smaller doses? Do you guys have experience with that? Are you on TRT? What's the effects? How much are you taking? Because I've started dating this nurse. And I know I talked about nurses in some of my other videos, and yellow flag if she's a nurse or she's in certain professions, whatever. But this one's she's a sweetheart. So we got on this topic of TRT and herbal supplements and stuff, and then so she's been like recommending that I might also want to try that as well because she knows the right doctors and how to administer it and all this stuff. So let me know in the comments what you think. If you think I should consider TRT, because I do wake up with the morning wood. The herbal stack has made me lose weight as well in terms of body fat. I feel amazing. I feel more confident. But so just to wrap up in this video, male menopause is a myth. There's no such thing. It's called andropause. Okay. And andropause is that gradual 1% per year drop. It's way, 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 way different than menopause, because menopause, like I said, not to repeat myself, but I need to, it's a drop over a short amount of years, so much so that women have to go on hormone replacement therapy. All right. So let me know what you comment in the comments, what you think on this whole menopause, andropause thing. What have you been experiencing as an older guy, and would you do TRT? All right. We'll see you next time, man. Enjoy your day.